You're not using these perks, but you should be.
Why?
There are currently 131 survivor perks and 115 killer perks in DBD, but that doesn't mean they all see gameplay. In fact, there are 32 survivor perks and 19 killer perks that have under a 0.5% usage rate. This doesn't automatically make them trash though. Don't get me wrong, some are completely stinky doo-doo dog water.
Know your place, trash.
But others can provide great value or just be fun to use in general. So for today, I wanted to showcase 4 survivor perks and 4 killer perks with extremely low usage that I think are either underrated or just fun to run. I'll stick to that 0.5% for survivor, but I'll be upping the killer usage to 0.75%, which will give us 26 perks to choose from. I'll give my reasoning as to why I like the perk and showcase some gameplay of it in action. This isn't me being like, whoa, perk hidden OP behavior, please nerf. No, these definitely have their downsides, but at least to me, it's more fun to run different stuff when playing. This is the first DBD video of 2024, and I just wanted to thank you all for a great 2023. My goal for this year is to create much higher quality videos and doing more long form content and challenges, so if you have anything you'd want to see, make sure to leave it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Remember, at 75k, we will be doing every adept challenge in the game. Let's just go ahead and start out with killers since it's the role I play more frequently. One thing you'll notice as you look at the usage chart is that gen perks and aura perks dominate the vast majority of the top end. Gotta stop them gens from getting done and gotta be able to see the survivors.
I can see you there. I still see you.
However, that doesn't mean there are only options, as I'd like to introduce you to the first perk for today, THWACK. Besides just being a funny name, the perk can actually be quite useful in chase or for information. After hooking a survivor, it activates and the next pallet or breakable wall you break will make survivors within 32 meters scream and reveal their aura for 4 seconds. I'm not lying when I say this, but this has become a permanent perk for me when playing Oni. You get that increased speed at breaking when using your Blood Fury, so being able to dash around the map, break something, and get right into chase has felt very nice. The downside to the perk obviously is that you're required to hook to actually activate it, meaning you only get to use it a max of 11 times, and if you're getting ass blasted, it's probably a lot less. However, on maps like The Game, Dead Dog, Midwich, and on fast-moving, quick-breaking killers like Oni, Wraith, Blight, and others, you can quickly pinpoint a survivor and keep up that chase pressure. Alright, we got our power up finally. The thwackening can commence. We do have somebody... What the... What? Huh. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think it was that delayed. What the hell? It's like I got the 9 bang? Alright, I look like an idiot now. No, that's fair. That's fair. Alright, let's just go ahead and activate this. We know some people are kind of nearby. Ooh, we got a gamer here. Wait, someone's in here! Oh no! Oh god! Wait, this is going from bad to worse for them. Ah, fuck. Alright. Endgame. A little endgame thwack? Yeah, endgame thwack. I can deal with that. See what direction he's running. He's going straight still. Yep. Good night. I'll take a little endgame thwack. I decided to play another game to see if we could get some more uses out of the perk because that one was a bit of a clown fiesta, but that's when I noticed something. This is one of the most useless doors since this is already broken, so I'm gonna go ahead and bust that down. Interesting.
That's a bug! That's a bug!
It appears THWACK might be bugged with breakable walls at the moment. Yeah, it was appearing that THWACK wasn't proccing when breaking the breakable walls, but most of you probably wouldn't have known that since nobody uses the perk to begin with. Now, out of sheer curiosity, I wanted to see if this was maybe a one-time thing or an actual just bug in the game, so I decided to go into a custom match with Oni, went on to Dead Dog, broke a wall, again, nothing happened, and maybe just to see if it was an Oni problem, went in with Wraith, and yet again, same issue. So, this is me recommending the first perk of this video when it doesn't actually work.
Well, this is awkward.
Now, I will say, if it does get fixed, I would recommend using it, because it can actually get really good value, just if it was working correctly. The next perk we'll be talking about is Third Seal. Whenever you injure a survivor while the Hex Totem is active, it applies the blindness status effect to the last 4 survivors hit. Blindness, as we know, stops survivors from seeing auras.
But I cannot see, I'm legally blind.
That means the aura of the killer, their teammates, gens, and totems. This perk can be applied in a number of ways. Maybe you want to put more pressure on the survivors by making it harder to find their hooked teammates, and even pairing it with something like Monstrous Shrine to make them die faster. My personal favorite, however, is to run Third Seal with Plaything. Plaything totem auras are revealed to survivors, but if they're affected with Third Seal, they get blocked, meaning it's going to take much more time to cleanse, and that means a lot less time for them on gens. Main issue with this perk, like any Hex perk, is that if it's cleansed, it's gone forever. Poor RNG could make you get virtually no usage out of this. Also, Swifts can kind of counter if they're communicating, but I've had some very fun matches where survivors just seem clueless on the map with it. Well, I got a pretty terrible spawn, but let's see this Third Seal gameplay!
Thanks for taking the time to watch this video.
Wow! Insane! Did you guys see that? You see all that Third Seal value? Kind of hard to see the value of Third Seal. Third Seal, it's just like a gradual overtime thing, and I'm pretty sure most of the people are on the Manor side. This man's got Plaything now. He's gonna be blinded, not even gonna know that that's there. We've luckily managed to keep our Third Seal up, though.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
No! He was working on it. Oh, so sad. Well, there's the Third Seal value for you.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Next is the perk formerly known as Claustrophobia, Cruel Limits.
I tried to sneak through the door, man. Can't make it. Can't make it. The shit's stuck.
Every time a generator is completed, all windows and vault locations are blocked for all survivors for the next 30 seconds, and you get to see the aura of these vault locations. This perk used to be shit. Like, really shit. Before, it would only affect vaults within 32 meters of that completed gen, which meant if you weren't chasing near that gen, you rarely get any value. Now, a decently timed gen pop can help you end chase much earlier than just playing normally, and you can even try to zone survivors to those blocked areas. Nothing worse as a survivor than outplaying the killer in chase just to get to a window and run face first into it because your teammates did the objective.
I'm on your team!
I don't believe the perk stacks, so if 2 gens get finished at the same time, I'm pretty sure you only get 30 seconds, but if you're looking for a more chase-oriented perk, I'd give this a shot. Okay, hey! I know we popped something. Where are we gonna go from here? Tap? Tap, you gotta use the windows! Tap, use the windows! Come on, there's so many windows in the main building! Where are you gonna go? Use it! Use it! Oh wait, you can't.
Reach me with that hand. Reach me with that hand.
Yeah, that honestly, you can loop around main pretty easily with the amount of windows there are. At least extending it further, but Cruel Limit shut it down right there. And for the final perk, we have everyone's favorite, Grim Embrace. I don't know if anyone has ever said that. Once you have hooked every survivor once, Grim Embrace activates and will block all generators for 40 seconds, and the Obsession's aura is revealed to you for 6 seconds. Anytime that you can have survivors not actively gen rushing you is pretty solid in my book. However, I will admit the conditions for activating it can sometimes feel very difficult. You might not be able to find every survivor by the time the perk is still useful, and that can make it feel like a waste. But I think if you run it with other gen regression or blocking perks and can activate it even at 2 or 3 gens, it can come in pretty clutch and at least give you a little time to breathe before continuing to get your ass blasted. Alright, so at this point, I just need to find this Yui. We're getting a lot of value out of Pain Res already. Those gens are not going to be getting completed. And if we can find her, then we can get Grim Embrace at 5 gens. And we found her. She's right up here healing. Look at that. Wow. This is honestly going fantastic. Even if they get a gen done.
The world may never know.
Ooh, nice. Good plays. Helicopter, helicopter. Just like that. That person killed themselves. Now watch, this is all of the life will leave their eyes after this one. Because not only are they probably working on a gen finally, right? They're probably getting a little bit of progress. Actually, no. What if I just said no? She's just staring in the corner like, what? What am I supposed to do? Oh, man. And then we get that obsession reveal. Yep, here she is.
All around me are familiar faces.
Nancy? Nancy? You can't hide from your true feelings. Alright, fair enough. I mean, at this point, yeah, there's literally no shot for them. There's so much time. They haven't got a gen done. Somebody's already dead. Well, you know, the standard 4K 5 gens Mount Ormond. Yeah, running it with pain res is pretty insane because then you have to hook people anyways, the different people, so then you can obviously go ahead and do your shit when you have to, you know, get your fourth person. If you've been able to get a couple pain reses, you probably already knocked back the gens a couple times. Now on the survivor side, we have a lot more to choose from, because if it ain't an exhaustion perk or some other speed perk, people don't seem to want to use it.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
I'm kidding. Mostly. But there are a lot of fun and useful perks that you just don't see nearly enough. Just like the perk Red Herring.
Bro, I could save this fish.
Is this perk good? No. But is it fun to use?
Hell yeah.
And the picture's a fish.
Hell yeah.
After repairing a gen for 3 seconds, it activates, and whenever you enter a locker, a loud noise indicator will appear at that gen's location. The main usage for this perk is confusion, because it's likely after you do that, the killer will come over to the gen, kick it, and run around looking for whoever the person was who failed the skill check, only to be left perplexed while you giggle in a nearby locker. This perk can also be used to set up some funny combos. Using Red Herring to bring a killer over to a Blast Mine gen is top tier comedy. And if they do happen to check around lockers, pairing it with Head On will just add insult to injury. Well, this has proven to be quite a difficult game so far. Actually, this Chucky's been blasting us. So we gotta go ahead, we're just gonna try to get our Red Herring Blast Mine up. I actually had it on a gen before, but my teammates finished the gen while he was chasing somebody else, unfortunately. This guy does have pain res, though, and I think he's used it every time, so... one bad thing, though, about if I decide to either Repressed Alliance, it is that you can't do it while your teammates are on a gen, so you have to be careful about that. Let's go ahead and use this real quick. Does he go to it? He certainly comes over, right? I told you it's guaranteed, but he's going to the chase now. He's going to go kick the gen. Watch, this is hilarious.
Fucker.
Sorry!
You fucker.
Sorry, that's my bad. That's my bad. That's my bad. Stop it.
I will rain hellfire.
Okay, you know, I might have died. I might have died. But that was hilarious. GG's. GG's. You would dare hook me, right? The next perk I want to talk about is Empathic Connection.
Need healing.
This perk is literally just reverse empathy. Instead of you seeing the aura of injured survivors will see your aura. The range isn't as high as empathy, but is still 96 meters and you get a 10% healing buff. I think this perk is severely underrated. Let's say you have a teammate in chase and you're working on a gen. Instead of getting off of that objective to run over to them, wasting a lot of time, you can continue that gen, and if the survivor escapes, they can just come over for a speedier heal. Empathy is a much better perk if you're trying to actively go for saves, but Empathic to me seems like a better choice if you're going for the objective. Plus, just the healing speed bonus is a nice touch in general and can be paired with other perks to make it even faster. You know, I may have come to the realization that, just like Third Seal, the gameplay for Empathic Connection isn't exactly the most entertaining. It's like, oh, teammate injured? Teammate run to me. I heal teammate.
Right, wife. Life good.
Gen is complete. Oh! Is that a teammate perhaps coming over because he knows I have Empathic Connection? Fuck!
Look at my lips, you're ruining it.
Don't get it twisted. He did try to go over to me. Coming back again, Ace? Oh, back for more, big boy. Oh, you love that. And it's also good because you can tell that you have teammates who are using their eyes, which is sick because they're looking around the map at where their teammates are at. Wow. My bad, OG. My God, come on. Next, we have a perk that I actually made a whole video on before, but I just want to reiterate again how I think it's actually solid. That perk is Low Profile.
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
Low Profile activates when you're the last survivor, meaning either all of your teammates are dead, or everyone is hooked or in the dying state. While active, you hide your scratch marks and pools of blood for 90 seconds, and it resets every time you become the last survivor. Is it going to get you value every game? No. There's instances where you might die first, or no one on your team dies, but in situations where a killer is slugging, or the hatch is spawning, it allows you to move much more freely around the map without the fear of getting tracked by the killer. I know some people won't agree, but I will die on this hill that this perk is useful. And also, you can see Ada's feet. I mean, what?
Yep.
This is not looking good for the squadron. Perhaps Low Profile comes in earlier than expected.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
Oh, Low Profile's active, baby. All right. No scratch marks or pools of blood. We have Bite the Bullet as well. This could prove to be insane. Oh my God, that's huge. That's more so Bite the Bullet going crazy, but oh my gosh, that's a little bit of that Low Profile as well. Hell yeah. We were able to just run in there and he would have seen our scratch marks 100%. He's waiting, I hear him.
Oh, fuck.
Got you, don't worry about it. We living. Again, no scratch marks still. We are a ghost in the night. Oh, son of a biscuit. Well, again, no scratch marks. I'm actually going to run to get closer. Because he might have an aura reading perk. Absolutely outsmarted. This final perk might be the most underrated of them all. Repressed Alliance.
Blocked. Blocked. Blocked!
Repressed Alliance activates after repairing a gen for 45 seconds. When repairing a gen with it active, you can press the active ability button and block that gen for 30 seconds. Can you recall how many times you've had a gen really close to being completed, only for the killer to come by and kick it with something like pop and patrol the area? Nothing makes my noodle softer than having a gen at 90% and then going back to it at like 30. Well, all you gotta do is use Repressed Alliance and there's physically nothing the killer can do. They're either going to leave that area because they don't want to waste time waiting for it to unblock, or they're going to wait in that area, which is going to waste time because they're waiting for it to unblock. You can also run the very Chad combo of Blast Mine with it, to where they kick the gen, it gets Blast Mined, and then you go and block it with Repressed Alliance, and so when they become unblinded, they can see the gen, but then they still can't kick it. It's very funny, but generally speaking, Repressed can just help you run out killer perk timers, or maybe complete that final generator in a nasty 3-gen. It's honestly very versatile. This has become my life. Just taking my dog for a walk. I actually think we get this unless he has... We block that right there. Repressed Alliance, he can't kick it. And he missed. Oh my gosh. You gotta be a little salty about that one there, bud. Oh man, that's actually perfect timing. He might stay near the hook, but we can also make this even funnier. If we're able to get this actually completed, this will be huge. All right, Repressed Alliance off. Boom, just like that. Stopped him from kicking it with
I fucked that. Bro, damn.
Whatever perks he might have. This man is absolutely perplexed, bamboozled, kerfuzzled. Well, there you have it. 8 perks with abysmal pick rates that I think are worth using. Do you have to? Absolutely not. Are there better perks to use? Of course. I just wanted to make this video mostly because I get very bored using the same builds over and over again, which is why I use a randomizer on like all of my games on stream. And just because a perk has a low pick rate doesn't mean it's boring or completely useless. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and drop in the comments what perks you wished you saw used more. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.